Welcome back, everybody. This is Mike over at Triple D, and today we're coming to you from Disney Springs. I'm walking a little fast, so bear with me. We're running late for a dinner reservation, and today is going to be a dinner review. So this is going to be Morimoto Asia. We ate here a couple of years ago, went back with some friends. Wanted to take you guys along, so next time you see me, we'll be hopefully inside, so when we make this reservation. Bye. Alright, we're walking in, or walking down the ramp here. You can see Morimoto right here. It is a very industrial building, as you can see, and we got some friends here, so we're gonna go say hi to them. I always think that this light sculpture in the atrium of Morimoto is so cool. And we haven't even have a Christmas tree because it's Christmas time. It's actually Christmas Day. This is our Christmas dinner. I always love the look of the inside of Morimoto. So elegant. Just beautiful. So there's upstairs and downstairs. We're actually seating upstairs today. You can see all the tables down here, and there's a sushi bar upstairs if you want to go there. So here's a look at it. We're going to go get seated. Now, Morimoto Asia, there are two bars in the facility. This is the upstairs bar. It's not very hopping tonight, but definitely have seen people up here before. Oh, probably why it's not so hopping tonight is because it says not in service, so that makes sense, but sometimes it is. And like I mentioned earlier, there's a sushi bar up on the second floor if you just want to come in and grab some sushi. I think we've been here a couple times and never seen it completely full, so there's usually seating availability up here if you're looking for a place to just grab some sushi. If you're looking to get a drink at Morimoto Asia, this is the bar that's downstairs. It's usually pretty hopping. There's nobody at the bar top right now because they don't have any tables or chairs, but they do serve drinks here from it, and quite a happening place usually in maybe a non-pandemic time. Now, if you're fortunate enough to get a seat along the glass wall down here, you'll notice that you can kind of see everything being cooked. I was enjoying the duck way over there. It's quite a presentation. You get to see the whole show. And if you like to dine outside when it's probably not the 35 degrees that it feels like out here right now, they do have an entire outdoor seating area on the second floor of the restaurant, and it's pretty cool. You hear the music kind of thumping. You may want to check that out if the weather permits. So you can kind of see the menu here of cocktails. They've got a pretty extensive one. I'd suggest also looking at it online, and it changes pretty regular. But cocktails, beer, wine, sake, you name it. They got a lot of stuff. So Carla started off with a little bit of wine. So she got a glass of Pinot Grigio, and then my cocktail will be here in 1 second. Then here is my cocktail, which is Sunshine on My Mind, which is, make sure I get this right, it's Midori, Corazon, coconut, rum, some sort of aloe liqueur, pineapple and lime with fresh shiso leaf over crushed ice.
Do you want edamame?
It sounds really sweet and sounds like it might taste really good, so I'm going to drink up. So the Sunshine on My Mind is excellent. Smooth, not a lot of bite. The Midori adds a smoothness to it. It's really good. The egg drop soup was fabulous. I didn't get as much of the crab out of it as I was hoping. There were a couple of decent little shredded chunks of it, but not as much as kind of was expecting based upon what the waiter said, but I still enjoyed it. It's really, really quite good. We got a little bit of edamame for the table. It's these big flakes again like we had a few nights ago at, gosh, I'm trying to remember where we're eating, but big flakes nonetheless, so we'll see. It might make it a little salty in certain bites, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Pretty hard to mess up edamame. And then I got a cup of egg drop soup. I'm a huge fan of it. Didn't have it here the last time we ate here, so kind of curious what it tastes like. The waiter just told me that the egg drop soup has blue crab meat in it, and that's the big difference, so we'll see if I can taste it and how much is in it. For her meal, Elsa got tuna rolls, or a tuna roll and a salmon roll. So I think this is the salmon, and this is the tuna. So much to her chagrin, she's gonna have to pay the daddy tax right now, and I'm gonna have one of each. So I'll have the salmon. That is quality. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the tuna. Now the salmon. Those are some good sushi rolls. Yeah, that's yummy. So I'm gonna give this back to her now. And then we have a kid's orange chicken. This is for Anna. It comes with a bowl of steamed white rice and then 3 little chicken strips that you can then dip in the orange sauce. A video of this, I'm quite curious.
At the Buri-Bop, we have our shredded nervous seaweed to top it off for you guys. Egg yolk in the middle helps to bind the rice to the bottom for you.
Egg yolk in the middle,
Green paste. This is called yuzu kosho, which is citrus flavor from Japan. Adds a little sour zip to the rice at the bottom. Then I'm going to take your yellowtail hamachi, put it in the bowl itself, and going to slowly sear using the bowl. Now the bowl comes right out of our oven flow, so it's about 250 to 300 degrees on average.
Woo, that's hot.
So we'll put the hamachi for you and your fingertips if you're not too careful, guys. Alright, now beneath that, we got our pimento carrots, our sesame spinach as well, a daikon root radish, and our special ingredient is called Zenmai. Now this is a royal fern from Japan, but it has the same taste and texture of a mushroom. Now to help the egg yolk out is our bop sauce. It's going to be a sweet soy with sesame and ginger in there as well. And that entree does have some history to it. Now back in 1999, Morimoto himself used the same exact dish for his Iron Chef competition. Now that night he did win, continuing his generational reign as Iron Chef Morimoto. And that night he almost lost the same exact entree, is why it's so special to Chef. Now the reason why he almost lost, folks, because to make the Buri-Bop, Morimoto was inspired by a dish called a Bibimbap. So you guys ever had a Bibimbap before?
No.
Now it's kind of a similar premise as the hot clay pot. They put all the ingredients together and they make it table side as well. The biggest difference though, a Bibimbap is a Korean dish. And the catch is that night Morimoto, he was in a Japanese competition of the show. So when they submitted a Korean inspired dish for a Japanese competition, they didn't take too concept. Yeah, they thought of it as, not traditional, just as I. Whereas us and Morimoto, we call it a fusion entree in this day and age. So the chef, he felt he didn't do anything wrong, so he brought it out anyway. And he did it. And he did a table salad the same exact way we're doing for you guys tonight too. And at the end, as a little cherry on top, Chef Morimoto did a cool trick hook. He put it back together in the same exact way. It came out to the table for you.
Oh my gosh.
A little bed for the fish to sleep on. Now a little bit sashimi on one side for texture, while a subtle sear on the opposite as well. So you have the best of both worlds, slightly sushi, slightly cooked seafood for the evening.
I'm like giddy.
Always have that first bite. Almost there.
That looks amazing.
Heads up, just be a little careful with bowls. They top for a good while, of course. For myself, like every hour, so I'm gonna get pretty hot on that thing. It works out sometimes. Alright, now, I do hope you guys all enjoy dinner for tonight.
Thank you. I hope you got to hear all of that story that our server just relayed to us, because it's pretty good. Oh, and this is called what?
Buri-Bop.
Buri-Bop. Okay,
Yeah.
this is Buri-Bop.
I always wanted to try it, yeah.
So it looks pretty amazing. Oh, you got the... So the Morimoto Buri-Bop is a Korean-styled yellowtail rice bowl served with a hot clay pot, finished with an egg yolk. And it looks amazing. All right, and then one of our friends got the Pao Cauliflower. So there's no meat in it, it's a veggie bowl here, but Pao flavoring with cauliflower kind of melted in there. It looks like some sort of, I don't think it's tomatoes, but maybe peppers of some sort. So that's what this looks like. And then another one of our friends got the beef tenderloin lo mein. So the lo mein with the noodles, beef, and it looks pretty yummy too. I mean, Morimoto doesn't do us wrong, so I'm assuming it's going to be quite tasty. And then I got the Morimoto Gomoku fried rice, which I believe he said has 5 ingredients: duck, chicken, pork, shrimp, vegetables, with a spicy house sambal sauce, which I assume is kind of the sauce that looks like it's drizzled over the top of it. So looks pretty good, smells pretty good. So I think that's all the food we got. So we're gonna eat and we'll tell you what we thought. All right, we'll give you a little view of the outside of Morimoto and talk to you about the food a little bit. We've kind of finished up. I will say for my fried rice, it was excellent. It had some unbelievably wonderful heat. It didn't like, you know, make you feel like your mouth was going to catch on fire or anything, but it was a really nice heat that lasted. It didn't kind of fade quickly, but the flavors were great. You know, the shrimp was the only protein in it that kind of stood out to me, partly because of the size and the texture, the duck versus the chicken, and all the other meats were not necessarily clearly discernible, but flavors were great. I would absolutely get that again. The Kung Pao cauliflower that our friend had, she said it was really good. The only thing that she thought was a little weird is it didn't have peanuts in it, and I guess Kung Pao is supposed to have peanuts generally, so you know, maybe a little odd there, but otherwise it was good. She said, loved the flavors, tasted great. The beef lo mein that other friend had, didn't have a chance to have that, but he really enjoyed it. Pretty much devoured everything on his plate. And then Carla's dinner, the Buri-Bop, she said was unbelievable. I had a couple of samples of it, and it was fantastic. I mean, holy cow. Hopefully when I get the video at home, you'll be able to hear the story that the waiter relayed about how Morimoto used this, how he won an Iron Chef competition with that meal. It's a great story. It's about a 2-minute piece of the video, so hopefully that audio came out. If it did, that will be excellent, because it's a great story. But the food was excellent. The yellowtail was unbelievably good. That meal is the bomb. It was the best thing on the table, in my opinion, of what we had. You probably will like it a lot. As for the kids stuff, Elsa really liked the rolls, but it's kind of hard to mess up rolls. Well, you can. I mean, I've definitely had bad rolls, but something that she really enjoyed. And then Anna's orange chicken, she wasn't a huge fan of it. She didn't really like the breading on it, but she generally doesn't like fried foods. So I guess that was a bit of a surprise. She actually did not like the orange sauce. I tasted it. I thought it was fantastic. So take that as a picky child more than anything else. I think with that will wrap up our review. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, hit like. You know, make sure you grab that subscribe button. We do put out content like this every week. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop a note down in the comments section. We answer comments and questions all the time, and we'll try and help out as much as we can. So we appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.